Good morning, family. It is a beautiful day here in Orlando, Florida, and today I'm gonna go to the Ramen Rumble in Morimoto, Asia, in downtown Disney Springs. So I hope you're hungry, and let's start this food adventure. This place has had several names. It's got a couple of renovations. Used to be called Pleasure Island. Now it's called Downtown Disney Springs. There's a lot of things to do here. A lot of restaurants, some activity. Disney Quest used to be here. So, used to be a really fun place. Now it's more of a chill place. There's a lot of shopping over that way. This is where most of the restaurants are, and let's go eat. Gideon's Cookie, possibly the best cookies in Central Florida. Irish Pub, I have no idea what this place is, but that Irish Pub has been there for a while. And there is Morimoto, Asia. So this is the restaurant. I don't know if I'm going to be able to show it later, but this is the Morimoto Asia restaurant. Open kitchen. I don't know if you could call it an open kitchen, but it's definitely see-through. You can see everything. There's also upstairs. There's also an outside area, which we're not going to be eating at today, but there's an outside area. Then there's a street food area also. There's the outside area, and there's a little street food, as you can see right here. So these are going to be the ramen chefs. Very interesting choices. Unfortunately, there's some loud music, but cocktails, water, bracelets, and then here's the Ramen Rumble. So we have a hamburger shoyu ramen. We have Hoseli ramen. I'm not sure what that is. We have a seafood deluxe cold dipping ramen. So that's the sukamen, which I love. Gyantan ramen. And oiled ramen noodles. So this is very interesting choices. Very interesting choices.
Let's get ready to rumble! Ramen Rumble.
Okay, so this is the Hamburg Shoyu Ramen from Susuro. It's got shoyu, truffle, ribeye, negi, shoyu egg, chicken stock, and wagyu fat. Slurp when you eat the ramen, okay? That's how you eat ramen, you slurp it.
So this is the first one that's on Susuro.
Yes.
Yeah, you can see in the bowl too. They have right now on the bowl. That's right there.
Yeah. Right there, Susuro. Very depth of flavor. This is the stuff I miss about ramen. It's got a depth of flavor. You can really taste the chicken stock, you can taste the meat, the truffle oil. So rich, in a good way, in a good way. So this is the hamburger, which is hamburger without bread. Cooked perfectly, medium, as it should be. Well, medium rare. Second one's already coming out. So this is the Gyeontan ramen. It's got beef and pork broth, roast beef, cilantro, peanuts, scallions, and chili crisp. I actually talked to this chef right before the event started, so kind of interesting. All right. The broth, it's got a creamier look. I'm not saying it has cream in it, it's got a creamier look to it. So, the noodles are also different. It's flat noodles. So, totally different flavor. Wow, it's more creamy. I think there's something in here, whether it's cream or milk. There's something else in here that gives it this flavor. That roast beef is out of this world. Wow. I don't like the flat noodles, but very delicious. Very, very delicious. It's, I can't describe this one. This one, it's like rich but light. It's like it settles, right? So it takes you up on the flavor and then it kind of just like calms down. And I really like that. I really like that. It's not overpowering the whole time. Really like that. All right, bowl number 3. God, these are fast. All right, here we go. So this is the Pozole ramen. We got rich pork and chicken chili broth, classic sun noodles, smoked pork tenderloin, charred cabbage, white hominy, scallion, radish, and lime with the little flag. Take the flag off. Yeah. Squeeze the lemon if I can get it. All right, leave it in there. A little bit messy, a little bit messy, a little bit messy. It's a completely different flavor. Oh, that pork is amazing. Oh my God. Broth is a little spicy. The lemon kind of cuts it. Noodles are okay. It feels like a Mexican-Japanese fusion ramen. It feels like more of a fusion ramen. Feel the chili on my lips. You know, it's got a nice burn to it. It's got some heat to it. But it's more of a fusion ramen. So number 4 is taking a little bit of time, but this is amazing. This is amazing. This is great. I'm pretty full, and I'm probably gonna get even more full, but this is fantastic. I'm having a great time. So this is kind of a sukamen, but not really. So here's the noodle, here's the dipping broth, and here's the seafood. All right, so let's try. So it's a dashi dipping sauce, and then we slurp.
It's gonna be a pork ramen from Morimoto, okay? Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. So take one bite with
Oh, okay.
Morimoto, Chef Ike, pork ramen. So take one bite with mixing and then mix it as you go.
All right, thank you. Well, now the 5th ramen came out, so let's eat the 4th one first. The dipping sauce, it's okay. It's okay. If you like dashi, this is good. You know, it's a cold noodle. It's got seafood, but weak. Well, here's the seafood. I mean, the quality of the sashimi. Holy cow. I mean, this is great sashimi. But we're eating ramen. My favorite seafood ever. Uni, let's see. That's pretty good uni. It's not great. We're gonna try the Morimoto one. So this is the Morimoto one. It's got thick ramen noodles, garlic, sweet and sour soy sauce, onsen soft-boiled egg, barbecue pork chashu, kizimi nori, scallion, peanut oil, crunchy garlic oil, sesame oil, bonito flake, and Wagyu fat. All in there. Okay, so this one I think is like a masoba. Like they said, to eat it, mix, eat it, mix, eat it, mix, eat it, mix. It's no broth. As you can see, it's a lot of oil. So this is kind of like a maze soba, I believe that's what it's called. And the flavor changes as you mix it because the oils start mixing together more and more. Interesting. Flavor-wise, that might be one of the best ones. Pork is okay. Noodles are really good. Noodles are really good. Okay, time for dessert. So this is a tiramisu push pop. And look at this cream puff. Look at that. That looks awesome. That looks awesome. Push pop. So this is what the open kitchen looks like with all the ramen chefs in there. Very cool. It's getting kind of dark. So I have something good and probably bad to say about every single ramen dish I had. But it was fantastic. I had an absolute great time. My battery's dying, so I'm gonna go home and sit down. Oof. I'm gonna go home, sit down, charge the battery, and tell you all my thoughts in detail about every single ramen dish. But that was amazing. I hope I get to do this again. So that was amazing. I mean, the Ramen Rumble, that was an amazing experience. I enjoyed so much being able to try different ramens from places that I've never been and compare them to each other all at the same time. So that was amazing. The event itself, the music was too loud. I mean, if there's one thing I have to say, that music is too loud. Look, I don't know if it's just me, but when I'm eating, I don't want there to be loud music. I just want to eat my food, maybe talk to the person next to me, but I don't want loud music in the atmosphere. There was something good and bad about each ramen. The ramen from Susuro was great together, but the broth was too rich. That's the first one. Broth was too rich. So when I got it with the toppings and the noodle, it was good. But then at the end, when I had the broth, it was just too rich of a broth. Too rich of a broth. The ramen Takagi, I didn't like that the noodles were flat. Now, what I found out is it might be mimicking beef tongue because the name of the ramen actually is like beef tongue. It has something to do with beef tongue. So maybe that's why. But in terms of flavor and balance, that was the most balanced one. So that one was fantastic. The one that was the Ponzoli one, right? The one that was kind of like a fusion mixture. No, not really. No, just didn't do it for me. Just it didn't feel like ramen. It didn't feel like ramen. Was it nice to do something different and try something different? Yeah, sure, it was nice, but it didn't feel like ramen. The one from Domu, I mean, it was sashimi and then noodles with dashi. I mean, maybe the dashi was homemade or made in-house or whatever. I don't know. But I feel like it focused more on the sashimi than it did on the ramen. You know, so the one from Morimoto, the one that was kind of like a maze soba, really good. Really, really good. Really, really good. That was my second favorite one. Really good. And the flavors change because, you know, you would mix it. So the flavors changed. So that one was really good. The one that won was Ramen Takagi. Amazing. I knew it should have won. I am actually gonna find a way to go to that restaurant and eat more ramen there. I am excited to go there. It looked delicious. Like I said, it was the most balanced one. I didn't like the noodles were flat, but it was the most balanced ramen. And that was just fantastic. Well, family, that's it for this adventure. This was an amazing experience. I'm so happy I went. Unfortunately, this will probably be the first and last one I go to. But you know what? Subscribe, like, and comment down below. Let me know if you've been to the Ramen Rumble before. Let me know if you went to this Ramen Rumble. Let me know what your favorite ramen is. Let me know what your favorite ramen house is. Let me know everything you know about ramen, because I love ramen and I can't wait to have more of it. But most importantly, stay hungry, and I'll see you on the next food adventure.